China has firmly established itself as the world's leading sheep farming nation, with an impressive 177 million sheep produced in 2019, far surpassing its closest competitor Australia with just 75 million sheep. In 2022, China's sheep population increased to 194 million, accounting for nearly 15% of the global sheep population. So how did they achieve this? China dedicated an estimated 200 million hectares solely to sheep farming, primarily also used technological advancements like electronic identification to track sheep's feed intake and health status, maximizing meat production. Interestingly, this system is not unique to China. Farms in Victoria, Australia have also adopted this technology since 2017. In 2019, China's mutton and sheep products consumption reached 5.2 million tonnes, surpassing its domestic production of 4.8 million tonnes. 97% of this gap was filled by imports of mutton from Australia and New Zealand. One of the most common sheep breeds is Dopa and Merino sheep. These breeds, primarily found in Australia, are also gaining popularity in China because of their high-quality meat and wool production. At the core of any sheep farm, ewes are typically selected for their fertility and ability to deliver healthy lambs. Meat ewes are bred at 7 months old, while wool ewes are at 12 months old. Large sheep farms in China can house up to 100,000 ewes. Rams typically reach sexual maturity at 8 to 9 months of age and can serve 40 to 50 ewes per breeding season. To maintain their health and vigour, rams are often kept separate from the ewes and provided with regular exercise opportunities. In China, ewes are often inseminated artificially every 8 months or so. Feed for ewes is approximately 146 to 150 days. During this time, ewes require careful monitoring and adequate nutrition to ensure the health of both the mother and the developing lambs. Within a day after birth, lambs require colostrum, a nutrient-rich substance produced by the ewe's mammary glands. This milk provides the antibodies lambs need to fight off infections and build a strong immune system. For the first 10 days after birth, lambs continue to rely on their mother's milk for nourishment. As lambs mature, they gradually transition to solid feed, which typically begins between 11 and the housing environment plays a critical role in the health and well-being of the sheep. In China, they keep about 1,700 sheep per acre, which is more crowded than in Australia. Outside of grazing time on pastures, sheep require a sheltered environment to protect them from the harsh weather conditions. Farmers clean the barn daily and do a deep clean monthly to ensure ventilation and sanitation of the environment. Manure automatic cleaner is used in big farms to save cost. Feeders and troughs are strategically placed within sheep housing areas, so sheep can easily eat activity of the farms. These machines can mix the feed according to the farmer's order. Plus, they can be programmed to deliver feed at specific times of the day, eliminating the need for manual feeding and reducing labour costs. Chinese sheep farmers have developed specialised care practices tailored to the specific needs of wool and meat sheep. Wool sheep require regular bathing to maintain the cleanliness and health of their fleece. Bathing frequency varies depending on the season, with 2 to 3 baths per month during the summer and 1 bath per month during the winter. Same as how it's done in the West, the ideal time for shearing with the best wool in just 5 to 7 years. After that, they will be slaughtered for meat consumption. Meat sheep, raised primarily for their meat production, require a different set of care practices, focused on maximizing growth and ensuring meat quality. Mature rams and culled ewes are typically raised separately from wool sheep in order to prevent crossbreeding. In the 2 months leading up to slaughter, meat sheep are provided with a specialized high-energy diet to promote rapid weight gain and improve meat quality. Regular veterinary checkups, parasite control, and vaccination programs are carried out 3 times a year. Recently, big farms in China also built dedicated quarantining practices. The journey of wool begins with the shearing process. Skilled shearers use specialized equipment, either electric shearing machines or traditional handheld shears, to carefully remove the fleece. Once shorn, the raw wool undergoes a thorough washing process known as scouring. This stage aims to eliminate dirt, grease, and other impurities that may have accumulated on the fleece during the sheep's grazing and living environment. After scouring, the clean wool is sorted based on its quality and fiber characteristics in a process called carding. The next step in the wool processing journey is spinning to make utility. Dyeing can bring in more colour options for customers. Once spun into yarn, the wool is carefully wound onto bobbins or spools, ensuring that the threads are evenly distributed and free of tangles. Sheep are typically harvested for meat when they reach approximately 1 year of age, a point at which they have lost their milk teeth. First, the sheep are transported to a slaughterhouse. Upon arrival, they undergo a brief period of rest and are provided with a light meal in order to reduce stress levels. Subsequently, the animals are rendered unconscious through a humane stunning process, which can involve the same methods for cattle, such as captive. Then carcasses are stored in a huge cold room on site before cutting. The final stage involves carcass cutting, where the meat is divided into various cuts based on consumer preferences and culinary applications. The processed meat is then subjected to rigorous inspection and quality control measures before being packaged and distributed for consumption. Sheep milk, while less known than cow's milk, holds a special place in southern China, particularly in the Hu sheep breed-rearing regions. Sheep reach their peak milk production between the ages of 2 and 5, during which they can yield approximately 2 to 3 litres of milk. These sophisticated machines can efficiently milk up to 100 animals in a single session, with each milking session taking around 5 minutes. The frequency of milking is typically 2 times per day, in order to ensure optimal milk yield and maintain the health of the